Now, did you ever own a pair of these bad boys back in the day? Well, apparently Crocs are making a bit of a comeback. But when the team handed me these this morning, I told them that they were a no-go for me because there are many things I've worn on my feet, but I'm not sure I can branch out to a Croc. And the reason I say that is because I'm a slider girl.
Right, OK.
And I feel like they do the same thing.
But they're kind of the same thing.
They're not.
They're kind of the same thing.
They're not. Unless I was take a pair of scissors and hack off the toe.
All they say to me is operating theatre.
Absolutely.
Which is great.
Absolutely. I think for their purpose, they're incredible. Like, for their purpose, Papa Wan, who loves his Crocs, they have a purpose. As you say, like, you know, if you're in the hospital or whatever. I mean, I personally struggle with them. I'm going to be really honest with you.
Even when they're dressed up with all these fancy bits?
I struggle. That's the bit that I like. I like the idea.
That's the bit I really
that
don't
you can buy
like.
the accessories, that you can buy the little bits and bobs.
Pimp up your Crocs.
I like the customising. But, you know, the thing is, what's wonderful about fashion, and I've worked in the business for, like, 2 decades now, is that this evolving fashion constantly. So 1 minute we hate the Crocs, the next minute we're all wearing Crocs, 1 minute we hate this, next minute we're doing that. And I do think there are people out there that will always have a Croc in their heart.
Really?
See, I grew up in Cornwall.
Yeah.
And so by the back door, I always have a pair of flip-flops.
Right,
and
OK.
if I have to go out quickly and, you know, I'm not going to put shoes and socks on and all that sort of stuff, I just put my flip-flops on.
Yeah.
And they're much better looking than Crocs.
Well, they're basically your version of the flip-flop,
are.
aren't they? Exactly. So I think what we do, let's put the Crocs to bed for now.
Or in the bin.
I'm not going to wear them either. You can have those ones.
Oh, well, but you're so kind.
But we are talking retro fashion because there's this wonderful moment happening in fashion, which, and I think it's a big post-pandemic celebration, where we've got lots of different styles, lots of different colours, where normally in a season you'd have, right, 50s are back or the 40s are back. Whereas this season, as you can see from this lineup, all this stuff is available from the Great British High Street right now. And we've got 40 years worth of style in front of us.
What are you starting with?
So this one's gorgeous. We have got the full skirt, 1950s.
I love
this. This dress is a little bit expensive. It's from coastfashion.com at $126.75. But it is occasion wear. We're starting to get invited now to weddings and events and stuff like that. And it's so beautiful. I could not put it in the show. A beautiful, soft, feminine neckline, cinched in waist, the princess seams over the bust line, the full skirt as well, gorgeous, and I love the colourway as well. The bag from farrowlow.co.uk at 50, the shoes from asos.com at 30.
They're nice, aren't they?
The shoes, aren't they gorgeous?
Crazy.
Look at that little clash going on there, the green and the yellow. And it's really fun. And the 1950s was all about celebrating femininity, a little bit sexy, but also still quite girly at the same time. So I love this one. So if you're going to try the 50s, go for the full skirt. Next up, we're going to move over to our lovely mannequin. We're going to the 60s now. So this is kind of preppy 60s. This top from River Island at 35, the skirt from karenmillan.com at £81.75. So what I've done is I've sticked with heritage prints because in the 1950s we saw lots of bold prints. It was Prince of Wales check. It was the dog's tooth like we got here.
I love
So the shoes and the skirt kind of clashing but matching at the same time. And then this whole thing that's going on at the moment, the tight sweater with the Peter Pan collar, the statement
Not
button.
dissimilar to what I'm wearing now.
Not dissimilar, and I love this. Now, not everyone's going to go after a mini skirt, but I think if we're going to celebrate the you know, decades of fashion, the mini skirt has to be in there. We're going to stick with our gorgeous 60s, but we're going to jump up a few years to the whole world of psychedelia. So this jumpsuit is from Curve at neverfullydressed.co.uk, £89. Now, the jumpsuit has kind of replaced the dress now. They're really comfortable to wear. For years, we didn't wear jumpsuits because people thought they were catsuits, and catsuits were made of PVC and they were skin tight. Actually, a jumpsuit should be easy to wear.
Yeah.
It should be nice and relaxed. I
and
love
can
the
be
vertical
just
print.
as flattering as a dress, would you say?
Just as flattering. It's about the cuts, but it's also about the print on top of it as well. Obviously, if you're a bit nervous, then go for a block colour. I love this vertical print because it really elongates the body. I've chosen some quite muted tones for the accessories. So the chain belt from Nasty Girl, £8.40. Bag from ASOS at 24 and the shoes from Pretty Little Thing.
Interesting you still went for a colour, though, because you'd think there's so much colour going on, you're going to fight with it, but you've gone, no.
1960s psychedelia.
Let's go
We're going to celebrate it. Now, probably my favourite look, but the most casual out of all of them is this one. So the 70s knitted waistcoat. So this vest is from New Look at $19.99 and the jeans are from Topshop at asos.com at £42.99. So as we all know, the 70s is absolutely everywhere. Gucci kind of did it a couple of years ago. It's fed through. I just love playing around with something that looks like it should be in 1976.
Yeah.
But actually, if she was walking around New York or London or Paris, you would just think she's just got it going on. You know, she looks gorgeous. Mixing up the satin on the scarf with this beautiful knitted waistcoat just here is gorgeous.
And
These
are
are
the
a proper
colours
kick
of
flare.
this important? Like, because you can get knitted waistcoats in lots of different colours, but the fact that you've gone for that cream and then picked that out in the scarf?
Well, kind of. Actually, the scarf was on top because what I wanted to do was add a little bit more personality to say, actually, we are in the 60s now, and play around with it slightly. Of course, you could go for something even more muted or go for a printed waistcoat as well. That would work equally. But I love this one.
Carmen Gear jeans.
Oh, yes, nice. Oh, yeah, gorgeous.
Massive, great big flares.
Yeah.
Big old platform.
Was that the brand?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were absolutely incredible.
And a cheesecloth shirt.
Yeah. Do you know what? We should get you dressed up one day in the 70s.
Not in that,
amazing.
please. No, not
I
in
love
that.
that. Also, just to add to boot, these ones have got these gorgeous vents in as well. I love these jeans. OK, so we're going to stay in the 70s, but we're now going to go into the kind of 70s Woodstock. It was all about the maxi dresses. This one's from trafficpeople.co.uk, 150. A little bit more expensive again.
Incredible,
but it's incredible. This brand, check them out because they love their prints. They're incredible. The hat from River Island at 25, the fedora up there, the bag from Zara at 29.99, and the boots from ASOS.com at 40. We've got a lot of accessories here, so check the app out if you want to see where all those things are from. So, of course, you know, the maxi dress, absolutely gorgeous. Suits every single body shape.
And that big waistband is elasticated, so that's whatever size your waist, that's going to find and fit it. 100%.
And also, what's interesting about this, it breaks up this print. For some people, having just one print all over it, especially if you're petite, it can squat you down slightly.
Right.
So by putting in a break line around your waistline or a break line with the hat, what it does is it kind of gives your body different sections, which elongates you, which is really clever. Now, I've gone for a boot because, of course, today it's torrential out there, and we are in transitional. Yes, torrential. Transitional. Your face. Transitional season at the moment. So don't be afraid when we're shopping at the moment to also be investing in pieces that you're probably going to wear in September, October, November as well, because I think we're going to have one of those summers at the moment.
No, God, don't say
I know,
it.
but I'm just going to say, I have to say it. I'm like the fashion weatherman.
No, you're not the only one that said that. What's he called?
I know, our chap that came on here.
That came in and said what the weather was going to be like.
Can't remember, yes, Dave.
Dave said it's not
Do you
going
know
to be
what?
a
I
brilliant
think
summer.
we just need to be really prepared at the moment. Just really, I know, really prepared. Well, you know, you can either wear this one with the legs out or you can move over here with the boots. Just get both outfits.
OK.
We're now going to go to my gorgeous 80s that I love because it reminds me of my mum, and we had the restaurant. Mum would get dressed up every night to go to work. And this jumpsuit is gorgeous. River Island at £55 with the built-in shoulder pads. I mean, it just screams 80s to me. I've gone all very tonal on the accessories as well, which kind of feels a bit dynasty, a little bit Dallas. And I think at the moment, what we should be doing, whether we're going to go 50s or 60s, 70s or even 80s, is that we should be having fun with our clothing because, you know, the fun has been sucked out of it.
Well, those
for a couple
shoes
of months
are
now.
great fun, aren't they?
Look at those. I know, I'm going to actually wear those home. I think they're fabulous. And thank you very much. That is basically retro fashion in a nutshell.
Doc, I love it. Thank you very much.
We've got fashion and weather all in one.
You know, no end to your talent and cooking.
Well, this is it.
Thank you, God.
Love you.